represented by Noah Damak. So group one has their project, and we can go to the next slide as you can unmute and then start the presentation. We look forward to hearing from all of you, and we hope you enjoy the presentations. Noah?
Hello.
The floor is yours.
Hello. Do you hear me?
Hello. Hi. We can hear you.
How are you doing? Okay,
I
I
am
am
good.
really excited to be here in the graduation day. And yet, yes, the inspiration is here. Shall I start? Okay, I'm wearing the
Yes, please.
sheshia. That's a traditional Tunisian hat, okay, with the flag or the symbol of the flag. And let me introduce myself. I am Nuha Damak. I'm an English teacher from Tunisia. And these are my teammates. So here, Noyoyo, Clementina, Otilia, Namusa, Kafiansa, Tendat, Kasiri, and Sylvia. So that's a group EdTech Pioneers, group one. We had our headshots and we tried to generate our picture grouped together in one classroom, as you see here. So these are our faces actually. So by Manos. And our journey, okay, so here the training is related to SDGs 4 and 5. For SDG 4, it is related to target 4A to promote the professional development of teachers, us, and for target 4.5 to support inclusive classrooms. And here, when we talk about inclusive, we are talking about girls and people or pupils with special needs, with the things that we have seen in session 5, I think, or 6. And for SDG 5, it's to promote the empowerment of women through technology. Next slide. So our learning journey it was interesting because it consisted in human interaction and live webinars, apart from the tools, the online tools and the AI tools that we had. So here we had these guides. Okay, we tried to provide guides for Canva, and we have been provided with success stories. And it was really inspiring for us because we learned about the way how do they use AI to promote or to empower people with special students with special needs and the workshops. So this was very interesting for our personal growth and with and relationship with like-minded teachers. We also tried, or we have been empowered with the effective use of AI tools, because it doesn't really it is not only about how to use it or how to learn about them, but effective use of these tools. So here we have a project. Our project consists of 3 modules of tools in education, AI tools in education. This project consists of creating these modules and trying to empower and inspire other teachers from the whole continent, and why not the whole world. But let's start with our beloved continent and the people from all over the world. We are going to start with each one of us is going to try to teach fellow teachers from their country, and then of course we start a movement in African continent. That's very interesting. I invite all the female teachers here to join us in these modules, how to teach and to cascade this training to other female teachers. So our message finally is to empower through trust. So leadership lesson, so to empower through inspiration. So this lesson carries the importance of empowering others through trust. So when leaders trust their team members with responsibility and autonomy, decision making, and foster a culture of ownership, creativity, and resilience. So here, trust transforms a group into united force, and this is what happened between us. That's what it was, a very fruitful interaction and collaboration between me and my teammates. That was important to come up with this project, and we turn every school, every classroom, and every teacher and every student a pioneer of success. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful so much, Nuala. That is so amazing. And I'm so excited to hear particularly about the collaboration. And we're so excited for you and your team. And well done for sharing your project. So we're going to move swiftly along to group two. And I know that Trisha is ready to represent group two. Just to remind everybody, you have 3 minutes. 3 minutes to showcase what you have done. And Ruvimbo has the timer on. So at 3 minutes, we'll be jumping in. Trisha for group two.
Good morning, Trisha here from Namibia, representing my group called the Minecrafters. I'm not sure if I'm being seen, but here I'm dressed up in my traditional attire, which is our Damara Nama dress. This one, particularly because I'm a Damara, it is the Damara dress with the duki. With our group, can I be seen? Can you see me?
Yes, Trisha, we can see you. You look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much. So our group had a project. I'm just quickly opening my slides. It takes time because I'm using my phone.
The slides are on the screen for you, Trisha. You can read them from the screen.
Okay. There we go. Thank you so much. Well, our group was called the Minecrafters, and then we came up with a project called Empowering Our Classrooms and Community Through AI. Okay, it takes a bit of time. Our web journey and our key learnings was that we came out very powerful. We came out very strong with the skills and the technologies that we learned. Importance of punctuality, how the team came together, how everyone was on time, making presentations, captivating, leveraging digital tools, value of skilled facilitators, and embracing the inclusive classrooms. So we combined I think my network is having a problem, but in any case, I'll just continue. Can you hear me?
Yes, Trisha, we can hear you. Please continue.
Okay. SDG connections. We looked at the 4th and the 5th: quality education, gender equality, and empowering women educators, inspiring future leaders. And then in a nutshell, the team collaboration and empowerment was very powerful, very strong. The next page. Okay. Empowering education through AI tools. We have various amounts of different type of technologies that come up every day, but we looked at ChatGPT, Canva AI, Thinker, and some assistive technologies. That is one of the things that came out strong for us. The idea is that these technologies enhance learning. The next one, please. Here, we just came up with our own slide just so that at least we have to explain how AI supports education, the personalized learning, the virtual tutors and assistants, automated grading, content creation, accessibility, data-driven insights that we can still go through with time. Yes, in our empowerment initiative, we are women. We are a woman empowerment program. So we felt we should look at girls that lead an AI for change initiative. Is my time up? Okay, reflection and commitment. The leadership lesson that we learned, empowerment begins with showing up on time, prepared and ready to uplift others. And then the inspirational quote, when women support each other, incredible things happen.
Hi, Trisha.
Hello.
Thank you so much for the lovely presentation, and I'm sorry your time is up. But it was
All
lovely
right.
to see what your group worked on, and we're so happy that you have come up with such a lovely project to work on. So moving right along, we're going to group three. Group three, Victoria would be doing the presentation for group number 3. So you can go to the slides for group 3, and then Tara, you can unmute. Just a reminder, you've got 3 minutes, and then to take us through your whole project, and then we'll just give you a quick notification like what we did if you run over time. So Tara, looks like we do not have Tara. So we're going to jump into group 4. Group number 4, the hydro innovators. These are represented by, you can just unmute there. Group 4 is represented by Eva Titi or Olinda Costa. If you please unmute, just let me know if you're here. And then we can always come back to group 3 after. So Olinda or Linda, could you kindly unmute? Then we can hear you. Hi, Linda, you're a bit faint there. Okay. Shall we go on to group 5 and come back? So group 5, Janet, would you be happy to present? And then we'll come back to group 3 and group 4 at the end. So group 5, Digital Divas, Janet, are you there? So whilst we wait for Janet to unmute, we can just show some love to group 1 and group 2 who have presented already. Just share an emoji on our emoji meter, and then Janet could kindly unmute when you're ready. Right, so you know what? Technology really likes showing off when we're at tech events, and sometimes these hiccups happen. So maybe we can go on to group number 6. Educa tribute.
Janet is not.
Bonjour. Good morning.
Bonjour, you can continue.
Bonjour. Est-ce que vous m'entendez? You can hear group 6?
Yes, we can hear you.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be with you today. Thank you so much for allowing us to share with you. I'm going to start now, if that's okay.
Should be great. Please continue. You've got 3 minutes.
Merci beaucoup. Alors, bonjour.
So, good morning, all. I'm delighted to be with you today, and thank you so much for allowing us to share with you what we've done. We are very proud to be here. For our project on integrating AI in education, we faced a challenge. Because it is a challenge to integrate those tools in education. For my class and the use of AI and improving leadership, this can be challenging. Let me introduce the team. We are Educatribu, or the education tribe. We wanted to use AI and leadership to transform our classrooms and our communities. What we meant is that we wanted to add value to our work, to our practice, and obviously here I'm talking about good practice in the classroom. Next slide.
L'intelligence artificielle, IA, est en train de transformer le monde de l'éducation.
AI is transforming the world significantly.
Elle offre des possibilités innovantes pour améliorer le processus d'apprentissage et le rendre plus efficace et
Helps
personnalisé.
learning and makes the learning more efficient.
Dans une salle de classe moderne, l'IA peut être utilisée pour adapter l'enseignement aux
It
besoins
can use
individuels
to
des
adapt
élèves.
teaching and learning to the students. Excusez-nous, Donna, vous pouvez, Donna, can you stop the, can you, yeah, perfect.
Merci beaucoup. Alors, pour notre parcours web, nous sommes une équipe
WEP
enseignante passionnée par l'innovation
progress
et l'égalité
is
des chances.
about us
Nous
being
espérons
teachers
rendre nos
and
pratiques quotidiennes en
wanting
classe
to
un peu
improve our
différentes
daily
et
practices and
qui
change them, transform them.
intègrent la nouvelle technologie
We
de
want to
manière
integrate new technologies in a fair
pertinente.
and
Nous avons appris beaucoup de choses. La collaboration,
in a fair and a good manner. What we want to do is improve leadership, collaboration, and inclusion. We want to inspire our students and our learners. We want to innovate. We want to improve creativity and the empowerment of our learners. We want them to be more active, more engaged, and more innovating. They need to be the actors of their own learning. That means that they engage in their learning, participate, and benefit from using different technologies. We want them to be able to produce materials and to assess their own work. We worked on several SDGs, SDG 4, education, equality education, and SDG 5, equality, gender equality. For gender equality, we worked a little bit further on that.
L'intelligence artificielle, IA, est en train de transformer le monde de l'éducation de manière significative. Elle offre des possibilités innovantes pour améliorer le processus d'apprentissage et le rendre plus efficace
AI
et
can
personnalisé.
improve learning and make it more personalized.
Dans une salle de classe moderne,
in a classroom,
peut être utilisée pour adapter
you can
l'enseignement
use
aux besoins
AI
individuels des élèves.
to personalize learning for each
Par
student.
exemple, des systèmes
For
d'IA peuvent
example,
analyser
you
les
can use
performances des
AI
étudiants et
to
recommander des
analyze
exercices spécifiques
what
pour
the work of the
renforcer les
students and
compétences
issue
individuelles.
recommendations for the students. Can you stop that video? Okay. Thank you. So we use several tools in our classroom, including ChatGPT, which we use to create interactive and different personalized exercises. What we tried to do was to create content for our classes that was way more interactive. We use Canva as well, and it is very easy and fast to use. And again, it produces materials that are very varied and very personalized. We use Magic Quiz to create quizzes adapted to the lessons that were delivered. So these tools made our life much easier and made our classrooms much more inclusive and much more fun. With the use of AI, we were able to teach students who had disabilities. They were able to participate engage in the classroom and progress. I have a little example of what we generated with AI on the right-hand side of the screen on the slide. As you can see, the students wrote the prompts on AI, and we used Motion AI. It is a platform that generates videos for teaching and learning. They are animated videos. All you need to do is to write the exact prompt that will deliver what you need. It is quick and efficient. We also created interactive exercises that were adapted to the load of our students.
Hi, Putra. I'm sorry, the time is up, but that was an amazing presentation.
I am very sorry because I have a few connection issues. I had a lot to say, but really the last thing is that our collaboration was absolutely inspiring. So thank you very much and have a good day all.
Thank you so much. That was such a great presentation. So we're going to jump back to one of our groups, and that is group number 4. And that is going to be represented by Irene. Just a reminder, we've got 3 minutes and we'll have a timer and would like you to speed up a bit. We've got really nice agenda for you today and some really amazing ladies that would be happy to engage with you a little bit later on in their big surprise. So if you're ready, Irene, that is something you can look forward to right after these group presentations. You're all doing amazing. Irene, are you ready?
Yes, good morning everyone.
Good morning. The floor is yours.
All right. May you kindly share the screen for me? Right. Our group comprised of 7 members: Irene, Maya, Zaituni, Eva, Mary, Olinda, and Obaju. We are the Hydro Innovators. And let's move to slide 2. Right, let's go back a bit. And then you pause, thank you. What we learned, so we just combined everything. Everyone just brought in their ideas of what they recall on what they learned. So we learned about inclusive lessons for all, the benefits of what we learned during the course of our learning period. We also did robotics and coding. We also did video magic with render forest, AI empowered learning, and creativity. Creativity was unleashed. We see there is enhanced creativity and innovation in the classroom, and this helps the teacher's capacity to develop high quality learning and innovations within the classrooms. All right, let's move to the next slide. We're looking at SDG 4 and the SDG 5, the gender equality, the benefits of what it brought to us. Okay, let's go back a bit. Benefits of what it brought to us. Previous slide, please. Right, personalized learning, tech and for tomorrow. That's technology for tomorrow. Teaching just got easier and more fun. Girls in STEM, we've seen a lot of girls taking part into this initiative. We have diverse learning materials. We have bias reduction, which we see there with, let's go back to the screen. The evaluation of the to adapt an individual strength and promoting fairness within our classrooms, within our society. Let's move to the next slide. Right, the 3 AI tools for teaching that we used Gemini, we used the notebook Ilham, we used the Render Forest. Those are the 3 that we feel and we really enjoyed using them as a group.
Tools light the way, teaching's brighter every day.
Right, as the Hydro Innovators. Thank you all for listening.
And thank you, Irene, and your team. What an amazing presentation. And listen, I'm excited to hear your song. In fact, I think we may play it right at the end of the session. Sounds like a very catchy tune. So well done to Group 4, the Hydro Innovators, for that amazing presentation. And listen, we're enjoying seeing all these presentations. They're all so well thought out, but also showing us just how AI is going to spread across the African continent. We're so excited about that. So we're going to swiftly move over to Group 3. We're going to move over to Group 3, and I will actually just present on their behalf because it would be wonderful for us to see the amazing work being done by Group 3. So if we can pull up the slides for Group 3, please, so that we can quickly go through. And so just as a background for our panelists, each of these presentations you will notice has a specific format. So there are 4 slides on each presentation that you're seeing, and they've been curated that way so that they tell a story of the entire program as it unfolded. So Group 3, they are known as Empowering Educators for Change. And so they're speaking about the empowerment of their classrooms and community through AI and leadership. So Tererai was supposed to present, but I'm sure due to Wi-Fi issues, she is not able to join us today. But she shares with us that they have learned to use and appreciate what AI can do in research, and also they have learned to value and appreciate other cultures. So there comes that collaboration as they work together in a diverse learning environment, and they want to speak specifically to UN Sustainable Development Goal 4, which is about quality education by promoting inclusive, equitable, and innovative learning practices that empower both teachers and learners. Next slide, please. And I really love the animation there. So relatable. And so they speak to us now about their WEP journey, how they have managed to connect education with the sustainable development goals. They also share that their educator team is passionate about innovative teaching, leveraging AI to create inclusive, engaging learning experiences for all students. Their main focus areas here were personalized learning, fostering collaboration, and bridging access gaps. So we're very excited that they actually show us how AI can be used to do all this. Next slide, please. And the practical AI tools that they are focusing on, and I'm glad they've picked up tools that we actually did go through in this particular semester. DFID, which you will recall for those of us that were on the program, is a tool that is used to assist learners with special needs on different ends of the learning spectrum. And they're also looking at Canva AI, which makes for a very good digital storytelling lesson. And finally, CuriPod, which is great for reinforcement of lessons because it has lots of polls and quizzes. So we're so excited that that is what they will be looking into. Next slide, please. Our next slide, please. And so this is the project that they intend to contribute to their community post the Women Empowerment Program. And this is AI-powered storytellers. So they would like to utilize AI tools to create digital storybooks that will address local issues, foster creativity and critical thinking while engaging with the community's challenges. They also highlight there that the beneficiaries are going to be the students who are going to be in a position to enhance their digital literacy and leadership skills, while community will benefit from the awareness as well as the shared stories that will inspire action through this digital storytelling. And of course, they then go on to highlight that the program aligns perfectly with SDG 4 and 5 through promoting quality education and gender equality by amplifying underrepresented voices, especially our young girls, in storytelling. Next slide, please. And Ruvimbo, do tell me if my 3 minutes is up. So I'm being told I'm left with a second. So I'm pretty glad that we're right on the last slide there, where they are giving us their reflection and also their pledge going forward, which is they look at collaboration as being one of the most important things they got out of this program, and also leadership, which is something that they look at promoting through skills and confidence to their students. And of course, they make a pledge to use AI for equitable and engaging classrooms, ensuring that every student's potential is unlocked through innovative teaching strategies and supportive learning environments. So kudos to you, Group 3. Well done. And thank you for allowing me to share your sentiments. Remember, what's up next?
So right up next, we have got group number 5, led by Janet Kahari. Janet, are you ready?
Yes, can you hear me? My network has been fighting me.
We can understand, and we're happy to see you today. Please take the floor. We're looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you.
We can pull up the slides for group number 5.
Can you have the first slide? We are digital divas. Represented by Grace. Mozambique, we have Cecilia. And then Namibia, we have Rauha. Nigeria, we have 2 ladies, Sandra and Anvika. And then South Africa, we have Mpo. And then from Zimbabwe, we have Anna, Chipo, and Janet. And we are so excited to have been part of the 2025 semester 2 WEP program. And what we have learned as digital divas is we have learned the power of AI in terms of its inclusivity and interactive learning. The tools that we learned here allows for us as educators to involve even those learners that are slow. It also allows us to give quality education to learners with special needs. And then we also learned how to build digital confidence as educators. So now the classroom, even as we lead our fellow teachers, empathy and collaboration. Here we're talking about putting ourselves in other people's shoes and taking things from there. So it allows us to feel for other people, or feel for our students, and then be able to lead from a position of purpose. And then finally, we also learned the aspect of supporting each other as women in our group. We're encouraging each other, we were leading each other with confidence and just helping each other believe in ourselves, take up the space, and lead with confidence and purpose. And then in terms of the SDGs, quality education, and the tools allow for relevancy and meaning in education, and the tools also allow for accessibility and inclusivity. And then there's also the issue of gender equality. We know that the digital divide is real, the gender digital divide is real. So this workshop allowed us to see opportunities that we are going to share. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Janet. Would you like us to go to the next slide?
Yeah, slide number 2, the one that talks about the AI tools. Is that the one? Okay, let me talk about that's our project.
So Janet, sorry to cut you off there. We've got 30 seconds before your time's up.
Our initiative is, we're calling it GAP, Girls Empowering Program. It will target young girls, female entrepreneurs, school dropouts, and then the impact, digital confidence, boost female participation, foster entrepreneurial mindset, and it also contributes to SDG 4 and 5. And then let's go to the last one. The last one talks about our journey going forward. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, and you just have 3 seconds left. So maybe you can just say it. So Janet, it looks like your time is up, unfortunately. But this was a lovely presentation that you gave us here. So for all the presentations, let's just show ourselves some love, and then we can go on to the next section that we have. Thank you so much. Group number 5, the group Digital Divers. All right,
yes,
so seeing a lot of love there. Please share your love through the emoji meter. And then can you please move on to the next few slides so that we can introduce our special guest that we have today. So today it is not going to be me or Vickie giving you any feedback. We've got a lovely guest panel of super players in the WEP community. And these are some very inspirational ladies. We have first up, Gerda Slagter, who is from SAP and the head of CSR for regions. She has nearly 25 years at SAP, and she currently leads efforts and fosters collaboration across continents. She's social sabbatical alumna and mentor, and she's also a passionate advocate for inclusion, having held a leadership role at SAP Global Business Women's Network and continuing to support the BWN in the Netherlands. We also have Madame Laaziz, and Madame Laaziz is the director of the Teaching and Digital Resources Ministry of National Education in Morocco. And behind every pupil's smile, he or she gets to learn coding in a Moroccan school. There is the footprint that Madame Laaziz has placed in the Moroccan education sector. She's the director of the Genie program at the Ministry of National Education of the Kingdom of Morocco, and she has led the National ICT Education Strategy since 2007. She has also been a driving force behind Africa Code Week, and she is one of our panelists today giving us feedback. We also have Valentine Masicha, who is a visionary AI expert and educator who's dedicated to empowering African entrepreneurs through technology as the creator of the SAVE method, which is SAVE. She helps businesses reclaim valuable time through strategic AI automation. And we also have a familiar face, which is Dr. Nadine Ferris-France, who is a social entrepreneur and global health advocate who has over 25 years of experience in health and education, as well as gender equity. She is the co-founder of Beyond Stigma and the executive director of the Irish Global Health Network. She is a certified facilitator, executive coach, and researcher. Dr. Ferris-France blends science, empathy, and experience to help people and organizations thrive. And she used to be the host for this very program, which is WEP. Ladies, welcome to WEP, this year's graduation for semester 2. And we can just show them some love on the Mentimeter. And then I'm going to hand it over to Vickie to ask them a very important question.
Thank you very, very, very much. We are so excited to have everybody here, particularly to have Gerda back. We know that she has joined us a lot on this program, and we're so excited to have her back as well. And so really what I'm going to do is just ask for some quick feedback from our panelists, and I will start with Gerda. So Gerda, welcome.
Thank you.
And also, what stood out to you the most about the projects or initiatives shared by the participants today? Just in a minute.
Yes. I would say collaboration, inclusivity, equality, accessibility, and how AI tools play a role in this and support this. And I think that was done fantastic by all the presenters. And I love to see all the different AI tools that are used now in the classrooms.
Thank you so much, Gerda. We really appreciate that. You're so right to speak to collaboration because that came out a lot today. And I'm going to move over to Morocco, to Madame Laaziz. Madame Laaziz, what stood out to you about the projects or initiatives that you've seen today?
Bonjour mesdames, bonjour chers collègues.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and educators all over Africa. I was absolutely delighted to hear the solutions implemented in the classrooms with the students and the learners. I know that AI scares people, scares educators, whether it is at secondary, primary level, or even third level. But we need to own these tools. We need to learn these tools so that we can facilitate the teaching in the classroom, so that we can help students who have specific needs or may encounter difficulties in the classroom. So really, this is what struck me the most, and I was extremely reassured to hear all of these. So we can see that a lot of work has been done in the area for the past few years, and I have noticed some people had noticed before, and we can note that people are embracing technologies, and we're better off learning about these tools rather than be scared of them and refuse to use them. I think that what we should remember is that these tools can be used to facilitate the learning for students who have difficulties, because the students who do not have difficulties know how to learn and therefore know how to use these tools. And the students or the learners who have more difficulties in the classroom may benefit way more from these tools because they may use them to summarize the classroom. So it was absolutely a delight to see what they've done in the area. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for that feedback. Fear has held us back for too long, but no more. And thank you so much for sharing that. So I'm just going to go on over to Uganda. Valentine, I see you there on the screen. What stood out most to you in about a minute? What stood out most about these projects that were presented today?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And good afternoon from my side. I think what stood out for me mostly was the creativity and practicality of the projects that were shared. It was inspiring to see how the educators were not just learning about AI, but actually finding real classroom applications from the tools that are making teaching more efficient to projects that are engaging the students in essential skills like problem solving and creativity. I was particularly impressed by how the participants tailored their ideas to address their local education challenges and showing that AI can actually be both accessible and impactful when used thoughtfully. So yeah, kudos to everyone.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate you highlighting how they practically used and integrated AI into local community challenges. Nadine, over to you. You're not new to this. And so always having your insights for me is a plus. What did you see? What stood out for you today? And you're on mute.
The women stood out for me. I want to say that first. I know this is about AI, but what I want to say is the women, you stood out for me today. It's because of what you do and how you do it and how you share and how you collaborate that this kind of thing is possible. So that really stood out to me. It's incredible to be back. And I just want to shout out to Khadija, Butra, Janet, Clementine, Raja, Vida, and Madame Laaziz, because I think we've been on a journey with this program and it's incredible to see it. I think what stood out to me about the presentations, first of all, the AI stuff. I have learned so much this morning, girls. Like, it's unbelievable. I have written all these things on my page that I've never even known existed. So thank you for educating me this morning. And I think, you know, I could see within the projects, there's projects focused on mentorship. There's a song, for God's sake. Somebody actually wrote a song. I can't believe it. It's incredible. I love the teach the teachers idea. I think that was really, really smart. I think I loved, you know, the idea of a storybook and even just the video that actually teaches how to use AI in the classroom. So really practical. In terms of a couple of points, you know, I think one thing that's really important as we explore these technologies are the principles of using them. And I heard that come out in a few of the presentations. Principles about inclusion, principles about empathy, very challenging for us with technology, but really important. And as women, we can do that. We have empathy in spades. And also fairness. So I think the principles are really important. What makes it exciting for me is your vision as to how it can work. And I think we should never forget that it's about how we internalize and how we bring our experience and our visions for using it. That's what makes it special. In terms of the SDGs, there was a couple of things that struck me. I remember when we started the program, we focused a lot on 4 and 5, which makes sense, gender equality and education. But what struck me today is SDG 17, partnership, just looking at the partnership of the women and how we collaborate across countries. Number 9, guys, innovation. I mean, let's really own the innovation one, SDG 9. In fact, in my whole career, I've never heard anybody talk about SDG 9. And the last one is SDG 10, you know, reduced inequalities. That's what I heard so many of you in terms of special needs working in the classroom reducing inequality. So I think I'd love to see more focus on those SDGs. And the other piece is, you know, with the funding cuts that are happening in our environment and the changing kind of development landscape, I think we need to be even smarter than we've ever been before. And we need these kind of use of technology is a way that we can push back. And perhaps it's the opportunity for women that we've been waiting for. And I think the Women Empowerment Program is the place to lead in that way. And then, you know, self-worth, I think I would really love and challenge, as you all know, I'm so big on self-worth and self-agency, especially within women. It can be difficult for us to function in environments and just to feel our worth. So how can we use AI and those technologies in the classroom to actually enhance self-worth and self-agency, particularly of the girls that we're working with? Lastly, we need this in Ireland. Girls, what I've seen today, and I could talk to, I'm sure Bernard and others would agree with me, we do not have this in Ireland. We need all of these things in Ireland, in our systems, in our school systems. We are behind you. So I think we have a lot to learn. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Nadine. I really appreciate the insights, particularly on the SDGs, right? But we can actually add a bit more SDGs to this particular program, and that is so exciting for us to consider. But before I go down the rabbit hole, let's just keep the conversation going. So, Gerda, I'm going to come back to you. And you're not new to the program either, but having witnessed what you've witnessed today and in past semesters, in your view, how can programs like WEP continue to promote access to inclusive and equitable quality education? So that's your SDG number 4, using technology.
I think I took that 1 minute a bit too literally, because it was really one sentence that I gave, and then I heard the others and they talked very long about all stuff. So perhaps it was not meant really a 1 minute, but I don't know how much time, of course, I have. But at least what I want to say here is, and I actually heard Nadine talking about it as well. It's all about, hey, you talked about self-worth and self-agency, but I would say confidence. It's all about confidence and leadership building. It's so important, whatever you do, if it's robotics, if it's coding, if it's AI, if it's digital literacy, it doesn't matter, but it gives a boost to those parts. And it actually can create also pathways, I would say, for girls and women to be more interested in STEM jobs, because that is in the end what we would like to achieve. So I guess that is the first one I want to talk about. And the second one is actually about mentorship and networking. I think mentorship is one of the most powerful things that everybody needs to have. It's not only the students, it's the educators, but it's also still ourselves. Being 25 years in the industry, I still also need people where I can talk to. So I would say mentorship and peer learning is very important. I saw all the beautiful pictures of all the women working together. And I think peer learning, trying to find things out, discuss it and see the benefits of these type of things is really important. And that can then be very important for students to also see these peoples as being role models. And so building a community and having role models is very important. And I had a bit more, but the last one I would say is it's very important for us as corporates to partner with NGOs and educational networks to also make sure that we have tech in underserved regions. And so that is another important aspect I would like to highlight here. So therefore, keep it going. WEP is very important. Continue these programs and make sure that everybody, and you said it, Nadine, in Ireland, it's not there. I have the impression that also in the Netherlands, it's not here. So it's fantastic to see how all these countries work together. And I also have learned a lot about some new tools that I heard of, but never knew what it was about. So that's great. Thanks so much.
And thank you so much for that contribution, particularly around mentorship. And I think just being on this program, this is a large mentorship community, isn't it? And we've been able to bounce ideas off each other, learn from each other for 6 weeks. This is the type of thing that people pay lots of money for. And so we're so blessed to actually have the women empowerment community with us, with all that body of rich knowledge. Madame Laaziz, again, not new to the program, but really just your insights as briefly as you possibly can. How do initiatives like this very program that we're on, the Women Empowerment Program, contribute to breaking barriers for women in STEM and leadership spaces across the African continent?
Écoutez, comme vient d'être dit par mes collègues,
As my peers have just said, working together despite the distances between ourselves gives us strength. It gives strength to our colleagues in different countries. And that's the first element. There is also the work done by the mentors, which is the second strength of the program. And we must remember that this program is coupled with the African Code Week. It came from Africa Code Week to include more people and to target teachers, educators. So I think, at least I can see in Morocco, that the WEP participants have become experts in the area, and this has created experts in the country, which can snowball and give a taste for technologies to young girls. And this is very important because we need to attract women and girls in third level programs. And even though we have very, very talented girls and women in AI and programming, coding, jobs continue to attract mostly boys and males. So we have to continue working in this area. In Morocco, we have a minister, female minister, who did her training in maths and technologies. And it is very important to create the opportunity at local levels for women and girls to train in those areas. And this is what the WEP does. It gives a greater dimension in the local area. It opens it to other people. So that's what I would say.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that interconnectedness that we're having as the African continent, women all coming together for a common purpose, a common cause, and also encouraging leadership. Thank you so much, Madame Laaziz, for those wise words. So Nadine, I'm going to move over to you. And just really speak to you. I know you're involved in a number of initiatives. You've been to Zimbabwe a couple of times. It's been such a pleasure knowing that you're here with us. But how do you think initiatives like this WEP we're talking about, how do they contribute to breaking barriers for women in general, and also just catapulting them into leadership spaces?
Thanks, Vickie. I think, when we created this program, there was a group of us who came together. Nobody really knew what it was going to be or how it was going to be. It was around COVID. We were really challenged with how could you do this? How could you create a space and bring all of the different elements in that would support women to come together? And I think it's been very organic. So I think, I think one of the things is creating a women's only space is something that we all together, I remember, Vickie, conversations with you and others, creating that space means there's safety. Sometimes when we're out there in the workplace, it can be really challenging when men, like Madame Laaziz says, men often have some of those, the higher roles, or they're very outspoken in conversations, in meetings. They take the space well. Somebody mentioned earlier in a presentation, I think it was Janet, mentioned how each of the women took the space. And I think as women, we are not as good as taking the space, or when we take the space, there's a kind of a charge to it. So I think creating a program like this, where there are women educators, women coming together, where it's safe, is quite incredible. And I think what we've seen with Women Empowerment Program is incredible things happen when women are together in a space. The incredible collaboration is just, it's incredible. We watched it season by season, week by week, the collaboration and the willingness to share and be vulnerable. Leadership, we often, when we're asked what leadership is, we often say the things we think, confidence and all those things. But for me, leadership is really about two things. It's about vulnerability and it's about courage. And I think Women Empowerment Program really inspires that. I think also it's adding on to what Gerda said, it's not just mentorship. This is a coaching program. This is a coaching program, and I think that's what, and it's a peer-to-peer coaching program, and that is phenomenal to be able to make that work. I think the passion and the creativity that people inspire in each other is what makes this work, and I think it breaks down barriers because you might join, we've had people joining this program and, very quiet in the beginning. And really they're looking at all the other women there thinking, oh my God, they're amazing and they know so much and I'm not good enough. And, why am I even here? And by the end of their time here, they understand why they are, I am good enough. I know why I'm here. I have something to contribute. So which goes back to confidence, self-worth, self-agency. So I think I think that we need to focus on those things about supporting women to take the space, supporting women to be heard, supporting women to see their worth through collaboration, and by focusing on STEM and tech, I think is really, really smart. I have a daughter who's 23, who's just doing it. She's just done a STEM degree and started her master's. And one of the things that I just love watching her is she's so inspired by the topics that she loves, and she's so confident in herself. Not all the time, but I think that's a real thing. And then the other thing I was thinking as I was, the barriers. Sometimes I think with this program, it would be really great to perhaps at the very end bring the men educators in to be able to see and receive what we have to share as women educators. So in the graduation, to bring the male educators in and just to share and to inspire, because I think we're living in a society where we are together, men and women, and we've got to find a way to keep our safe spaces and incubate ourselves and learn in a safe space. And then we need to inspire, and not just inspire, but kind of like, boom, it's like, look what we are doing. And I think that could start changing some of the gender stereotypes that perhaps male educators have about female educators. So I think we should find a way to bring them into this space. And my last thing was, I think we've tried it before, but having some of the barriers, if we could bring some of the younger women, some of the young girls perhaps in a class, if each person who's in WEP might be able to bring a school, one of their school children with them to participate, a girl from a class, I think that would be incredible. Imagine, like, here we are, maybe the average age, I don't know what we are, maybe starting at like 25 and up. Imagine if you got this at 15 or 14 and you could see that peer mentorship at play. So I think it does break down barriers for sure. And I think it's an amazing program, but only because every woman in here is amazing. And I hope today that everybody says to yourself, sending love to each and every one of you, and that everyone would say to yourself today, I am incredible. I am amazing. And maybe I could just ask everybody to do that now. I just say it to yourself. I am amazing. Valentine, let's see you. I am amazing, Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Break down the
And this is why we
barriers
love
that we have
Nadine
with
so much.
Yeah. Last thing,
And this is why we love you.
I'm sorry for speaking so much, but the last thing is the barriers that we have. The biggest barriers are ourselves. I just want to be clear. they are the biggest barrier is when I think that I'm not good enough or I'm not amazing. That's the barrier. So that's why this program is so powerful. Thanks, Vickie.
Awesome. Thank you so much. No, thank you so much. This is the type of energy that we get on the Women Empowerment Program, and boy, do we look forward to it. So thank you so much, Nadine, for sharing. And just quickly, moving along, Valentine. So you're part of the Women Empowerment community, but also part of the World Robot Olympiad community, right? So that sees you working across national and regional education systems. And we've seen these ladies present amazing projects today. So in a nutshell, what strategies would you suggest for participants who want to grow these projects into a national or regional affair?
I think the thing that I really feel we do not really get involved in is documenting our impact. Because most of these ladies, they're in the space where they are working with young people, they're working with schools, they're working with organizations that are in the education sector, but the documentation of what they are doing is lacking. So if, for instance, the different projects that have been presented today are piloted in their communities, in their local communities, and then they get the chance to capture the impact that they are having in their on the outcomes of their projects, the student engagement, the improved literacy, or maybe the teacher efficiency in the particular, education space that they are dominating. So how can we tell what impact they are having if they do not document? So I feel like that part is a bit lacking. And if we intentionally document the impact that we are having, then we can have a louder voice to engage the different policymakers within our communities and within our countries, different countries. And then I also feel like if we are intentionally aligning all our projects, linking it with the different educational strategies, the different, I know that like in Uganda now we have this digital transformation program going on. And if we are able to plug in such programs with the different strategies that we are bringing on board, I feel like the different initiatives that we have would be able to get support, and they'll be able to scale it in a much, much higher, So, you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I feel like, with aligning with the national different priorities and also documenting our impact, we'll be able to really have something that we can talk about and proudly brag about. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. The documenting the story. And I know that it comes from a space where as women, we feel, putting yourself out there is you being, you're giving yourself bragging rights, right? And
Exactly.
listen, it's a cultural thing. But as we move into spaces of leadership, you must be visible. You inspire a lot of people and you motivate a lot of people through your story. So I appreciate you sharing that one. So ladies, it's been amazing chatting with you, bouncing ideas back and forth. This is the part of graduation I always look forward to. So our last parting shot from each of you, 30 seconds, ladies, 30 seconds, as we gear up for graduation. What advice would you love to give the ladies that are on this program? 30 seconds. Gerda, I'm going to start with you.
Don't stop innovating, learning, and find out more about AI tools. This is the start and not the end. So please move on and make it even more powerful. And like Nadine said, empower yourself. You're self-worth it. And knock sometimes on your shoulder that you're doing things very well.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gerda, for that love. Madame Laaziz?
Écoutez, je crois que beaucoup de choses ont été dites.
That a lot has been said already. And I'd like to support what Gerda said. This community is a strength. You're working together, and it needs to continue between yourselves and outside of your classroom so that it keeps going.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Madame Laaziz. We appreciate having you here. Nadine?
you know, just believe in yourselves, and not just believe in yourselves, but do things that show you how great you are. Do things that show yourself how great you are. Keep innovating, collaborate with women, be leaders through vulnerability and courage, and go out after this experience and find 5 young people in your classrooms and inspire them with what you have learned and help them see their worth. And I love what Gerda said, you know, you're self-worth it.
Oh, wow. Love it. I think we're gonna take that. I'm soft with it. Thank you so much, Nadine. Valentine.
Okay, if for all educators that you're here, I feel like I want to tell you that you're not just teachers, you are the digital pioneers that are shaping the future of African education. So keep experimenting, keep learning, and most importantly, keep inspiring the young learners to keep on creating and taking up space.
Thank you so much, Valentine, and thank you so much to our power panel. Thank you to Gerda, thank you to Madame Laaziz, Nadine, and Valentine. We sincerely hope we can see you again next time on the program. So, the time that we have all been waiting for. And listen, this is all AI generated. I really can't let this slide go without saying how much AI has been used on this program by the amazing tech team that we have. So that's all of you, but in AI format. So yeah, we should share the slide with them after that. So we're so excited. Also, thank you to the ladies for all the comments and the chat. We see them, we feel the love. Thank you so much. So moving over to our graduation, which is why we're all here today. Before we get into the actual graduation, what we're going to do is get some encouragement and some closing graduation remarks from Gerda. So Gerda is here and ready to kick off the actual part of the graduation celebration. And so Gerda, this is over to you.
Okay, I will keep it very short because I know we run over time and we want to celebrate and not listening in on everybody. But I must say I was deeply honored, together with the other panelists, to be invited to this celebration and closing ceremony for this second semester. And when we started, we had 600 incredible alumni from 40 countries. And now you will be the new alumni. So the last 6 weeks, you worked on empowering educators through AI and digital integration. And I was very amazed to see all the community-driven AI ideas and how you can really bring that into your classroom. And like we mentioned, peer learning, mentorship, support each other, and brag and give yourself the self-worth and put each other on the shoulder, push each other into new great ideas. And that's actually what I would like to say here. I would like to thank you, Ruvimbo, Vickie, Bernard, and of course, all the participants. Wish you the best for the future and keep shaping all the ideas for the future of education and Africa. So thanks so much. And let's go into the celebration.
Thank you so much, Gerda. And honestly, we cannot say thank you enough. We also support and want to say thank you for the support from all our program partners. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. And so we're so grateful to continue to have partnership and support from all our partners and sponsors out at SAP, Google, and Camden Education. So here it is, the big moment, the graduating moment for this amazing cohort. So what we're going to do is we're going to speak to all of you and through your country. So when we call out your country, please make sure that you are waving so that we can see you. So we're going to pull up the slides for the country, and then we're going to. So Donna, please, if you could pull up a slide for the graduating countries. And we're proud to say we have 27 countries that participated in this particular cohort. So we're so excited. So congratulations, 21 countries, I beg your pardon, not 27, 21 countries that have participated. And so we're going to start off by saying congratulations to Algeria. We're going to say congratulations to Algeria. Where are you? Where are you? If you're from Algeria, just unmute your mic and say, hey. There we go. Congratulations to Botswana. Botswana, where are we? All righty. Moving forward to Cameroon. Congratulations to Cameroon. Where are we? You can unmute your mic and say, hey, don't shy back. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. Let's also say congratulations to Ghana. Congratulations to our ladies out in Ghana. Where are you? Vida, we see you. Congratulations to our ladies out in Morocco. Morocco, where are you? Congratulations to all of you. Yay, we see you, Bushra. Congratulations on the team. Congratulations to our ladies out in Ethiopia. Ethiopia, congratulations to you too. And congratulations to Ivory Coast. To all our ladies from Ivory Coast, congratulations and well done. Hi, Debbie. We see you. Congratulations.
Bonjour. Merci.
Beautiful. And
Thank you.
congratulations to our ladies out in Rwanda.
Thanks.
Where are ladies out in Rwanda? Congratulations. Congratulations, Tanzania. Congratulations, Tanzania. Well done. Moving forward, congratulations to our ladies in Tunisia. Congratulations to Tunisia. Well done. Namibia, where are we? All our beautiful ladies in Namibia, congratulations. Yes. Congratulations to Eswatini. All our lovely ladies in Eswatini, congratulations to you too. We see you. Congratulations to Mozambique. Mozambique. Congratulations to all of you. Oh, there you go. I see you. I see you, Glenda. Congratulations. Congratulations to Nigeria, where all our lovely ladies from Nigeria.
Hello.
Oh,
Thank
congratulations,
you.
Sandra.
Thank
We see
you.
you. Clementina, we see
Yes,
you.
thank
Congratulations.
you.
Congratulations to Kenya. Kenya, where are you? Wonderful. Congratulations to South Africa. Congratulations to our lovely ladies from South Africa.
Hi, ladies.
Congratulations.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations, Paul. We see you.
Hello.
Congratulations to Senegal. Our beautiful ladies from Senegal. It's congratulations to you too. Nomsa, we see you there for South Africa. Well done. Congratulations to Uganda. Congratulations to Uganda. Well done and congratulations to you. And congratulations to Zambia. Zambia, where are you? I'm literally a couple of kilometers from the Zambian border right now as we speak. So I'm actually in a part of the country that shares a border with Zambia. So I'm not far from the Zambian ladies. So hi and congratulations. And where are the ladies from Zimbabwe? Let's see you. Yes, Janet, I see you. Anna, I see you. Irene, I see you. Yes. Congratulations to my queens from Zimbabwe. And finally, we have one participant who has been so consistent, and we really felt we should honor her. And she has been joining this program from the United States of America. I don't even want to know what time it is right now in the US of A, but she has been so consistent in joining. And we just want to say congratulations to you. Thank you so much. And your determination has been inspiring to all of us. So thank you so, so much. So Ruvimbo, here it is, our graduation. Do you have something to say to the ladies?
It has been an awesome 7 weeks working with you. We came together here as passionate educators from all across Africa, and even our special member from the USA, and we're all united by one thing. We were curious and maybe even a little uncertain about what AI could mean for our classrooms and our day-to-day in our education journey. And today you graduate, and not just with the new knowledge, but with bold ideas that you've shared with us and the tools in your hands to make them come to life. This was a powerful vision for the future of teaching and learning. And for that, we say congratulations. It has been absolutely amazing working with you ladies, and you've explored multiple topics that are futuristic, and we've also made them practical. So we did chalkboards to chatbots, we did assistive technologies, AI for social good, and you've shared and collaborated, prototyped, and even inspired others with the projects that you have done. We commend your creativity, your resilience, and you are what defines an African educator, and we're also proud of you. Lots of love from us.
Thank you so, so much, Ruvimbo. But before, just to remind everybody, before you receive your graduation certificate, you can expect that early November. Please be reminded that you must fill in the survey by next Friday, which is October the 31st. Once we receive your exit survey for this specific program, we will be able to process your graduation certificate. Now, this graduation ceremony wouldn't be complete if we didn't go through one last time one of the most interesting parts of the Women Empowerment Program, which is our Teachers Corner, where we travel virtually everywhere across the African continent. And today, for one last time, we take a trip over to Morocco to hear from Bushra Raudani. So it's over to Morocco for today.
Bonjour, je suis Bushra
Hello,
Raudani,
my
professeure
name
de
is Bushra
l'enseignement
Raudani,
primaire,
and I'm a primary school
Académie
teacher
régionale
at the
Marrakech
Aslam
Safi,
Mouzani School
Direction
in the
provinciale
Safi
Safi,
Provincial
École
Directorate
Islam
of
Louezeni.
the
Je tiens
Marrakesh
d'abord à
Safi
vous
Regional
remercier
Academy.
vivement pour cette
First of all,
opportunité
I would like to thank
d'échange
you
de, au
very
début de
much for
l'année,
this
nous avons
opportunity to share our
constaté un
experience. At the
appauvrissement
beginning of the
du
year, we
bagage
noticed that our
lexical chez nos
pupils'
apprenants.
vocabulary was becoming
Alors,
increasingly
notre projet
limited.
s'inscrit dans
Our
le cadre
project,
du
therefore,
soutien et
aims
du
to support
renforcement des
and strengthen
apprentissages
the reading
chez les
comprehension
apprenants de la
skills of
6e année
pupils
d'enseignement
in the
primaire
6th year
au
of
niveau
primary
de la
school.
compréhension de l'écrit. Notre initiative
Our
vise
initiative
principalement
focuses
l'utilisation
primarily
active des
on the
mots et des
active use
expressions
of words
dans des
and
situations
expressions
concrètes
in
et
real-life
l'intégration des
situations,
apprentissages
and
relatifs
the
à la
integration of learning
compréhension et
related
l'acquisition du vocabulaire
activities to
pour
comprehension
permettre à
and
nos
vocabulary
apprenants
acquisition
d'exprimer leurs
to
pensées
enable our
aux
learners
autres
to
et se
express their
faire
thoughts
comprendre.
to others and to make
Nous avons
themselves
essayé
understood.
d'amener nos apprenants à
We have
découvrir
tried
et à
to help our
s'approprier l'idée
learners
du
discover
projet
and
en
embrace the
s'appuyant
idea of
sur
the
des
project
situations
by using
concrètes.
real-life
Nous avons
situations.
multiplié les
We have
exemples et
provided
travaillé
numerous
sur un thème
examples, and we've
ensemble
worked on a
en
theme
classe
together in
dans le but
class
de les
to
motiver et les
motivate
impliquer.
and engage them.
Les apprenants explorent un défi authentique et
Learners
pertinent
explore a
pour
challenge
leurs
that is
besoins qui
authentic
s'accorde avec
and
l'utilisation
relevant to
de
their
la nouvelle
needs,
technologie en classe.
and in addition
Nos
is
apprenants sont
consistent
coactifs
with
dans
the
leur
use
apprentissage.
of new
Ils peuvent
technology in the
collaborer,
classroom.
partager,
Our learners are
communiquer
coactive in
et
their learning.
accepter les
They can
différents points
collaborate,
de vue.
share, communicate, and
Ils sont
accept
les
different
acteurs
points of view.
principaux du
They
projet.
are the main
Leur engagement
actors
actif
in the project.
contribue
Their
à
active engagement
l'amélioration de leurs
contributes to the
compétences
improvement of their language
linguistiques.
skills.
Nos apprenants
Our
participent à la
learners
création des
participate
ressources,
in the
des
creation
cartes de
of
vocabulaire,
resources,
des affiches. Nous
vocabulary
visons ainsi
cards,
intégrer
and
les
posters.
apprentissages et améliorer le
Our
niveau de la
aim is to
production
integrate
orale
learning,
et écrite,
improve oral and
développer
written
l'esprit
productions,
informatique
and
et
develop computer
collaboratif.
literacy and
Pendant les cours,
collaboration
nos
skills.
apprenants sont
During
encouragés à
lessons,
participer
our learners
activement
are
aux
encouraged to
discussions et
participate
partager
actively in
leurs
discussions
idées.
and to share
Nous
their
avons
ideas with
remarqué que
others.
notre initiative
We've
offre
noticed
à
that
nos
our
enfants
initiative
plusieurs
offers our
opportunités
children
innovantes.
many
L'approche
innovative
actionnelle rend nos
opportunities.
apprenants plus
The
créatifs
action-oriented
et
approach
acteurs de
makes our
leur
learners more
apprentissage
creative and
selon
active
leur
in their
propre
learning,
rythme.
and they learn at their own
Ensemble, nous
pace.
avons exploré ce monde
Together,
riche
we've explored this
et
rich
nous
world
avons
and tried to
essayé
make
d'en
it a
faire un allié
powerful
puissant
ally
pour nos
for learning.
apprentissages. Un outil qui peut être consulté
This is a
de
tool
n'importe
that
où
can be
et à tout
accessed
moment.
from anywhere
Il nous a
at any
permis
time.
d'inclure des
And the
éléments
tool has allowed
interactifs,
us to
des
include
vidéos,
interactive
des
elements,
images, des
videos,
commentaires.
images,
Ceci
and
a rendu
comments.
notre initiative
This has
plus
made our
pertinente
initiative much
et
more
dynamique.
relevant and
Nos apprenants ont
dynamic.
pu
Our
maîtriser des
learners have been
compétences
able to master
numériques
useful
utiles.
digital skills.
Thank you so much to Bushra for giving us one last Teacher's Corner. We are so excited to have Bushra. And so what we're going to do is continue, please, to send in your Teacher's Corner videos. We will be able to showcase them in upcoming semesters of WEP. So we've come to the final part of our program, where we are saying thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support, but also most importantly, your commitment in investing in yourself by giving your all to this program. But as you know, this program has been brought to us week after week by an amazing group of people. And this is our WEP organizing and technical team. So I want to say a special thank you to Ruvimbo, my co-moderator and a host of this program. She has been nothing but phenomenal week after week. I want to say a huge thank you to Claire. So lots of love there. A huge thank you to Claire, handling all our communications, handling all our amazing artwork that you've seen, the Canva work, and also just to say a big thank you to two friends behind the scenes whose faces you'll never see, but that is Donna and Tamsanga. We want to say a huge thank you. And because we're able to hear each other every week, regardless of the languages that we speak, we want to say a huge thank you to Alexandra, her team, Sarah. If they can, come on the screen, we'd love to see the amazing faces. Sarah, Claire, Marie. We really enjoyed hanging with them and also dancing with them. You will recall Alexandra is the star dancer of this specific program. So we're so excited. So we've spotlighted Claire and Sarah there so you could actually see them. And these are the amazing ladies that help us communicate with each other. So lots of love from us to you. A big thank you to Bernard as well for being behind the scenes, and we appreciate your guidance on the program. Now, a special person who has made literally my life on this program so amazing. I look forward to every single week. And this is our lady that does the amazing graphic record. Literally brought this program to life. And just as a side note, she did an amazing artwork piece of me, and it's pretty accurate. And so I'm so excited to have Alexandra. There she is. So if we could just I will just spotlight her so that you see her, and that is the lovely lady that has brought our program to life. So Alexandra, lots and lots of love from us to you. We really appreciate you. So this is it. We get to say goodbye but not for long. WEP will be back. Ruvimbo, what do we need to do?
So the best part about WEP is that we're a community, so we need to stay connected first. Please stay in the WhatsApp groups. Please stay in the Google Classroom. We're happy to have you there. We'll be sharing the next steps. The very first one that you need to be on the lookout for is the survey. The program will not be as great as it is today if we didn't get feedback each and every cohort, each and every session from you on what's working, what we could improve on, and what you'd like to see more of. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to continue hearing from you and collaborating and sharing what's working, which tools are working for you, which tools have you also discovered, so that we can all continue to learn together as educators. We would love to still be in touch with you. So please stay in the groups. The journey is not over yet. We'll be sharing more information as we go.
Absolutely. And thank you so, so much. And I want to also give a special shout out to some amazing ladies also. And I don't see them on the call, but I will give them a special shout out. And this is to Maggie and Alison. They also form such a huge, pivotal and important part of our team, doing all our data, all our monitoring and evaluation. And this program couldn't get better without all the input that they give. So lots of love from us to them, but most importantly, lots of love from us, the WEP team, to all of you. God bless, peace, love, and happiness. See you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, and congratulations.
Tools light the way, teaching's brighter every day. WEP gave us the keys to soar.
This is our song from Group 4.
Canvas shine, when the forest pure pride online. If it keeps us on the mind, AI powered. We win for women, for all. Learning grows, inclusive, personal. It shows. Thank you, WEP. The future's clear.